Hi, this is Kara from KB Crochet. This tutorial will show you how to make crochet face scrubbies in 2 different sizes with an optional finger strap. This is the full version of this tutorial, so it will show me crocheting the entire project. If you prefer an abbreviated version, please check out the abbreviated tutorial on my YouTube channel. For this project, you'll need a size I crochet hook, worsted weight cotton yarn, scissors, and optionally a finishing needle. If you're going to do the optional finger strap, make sure that you leave an extra long tail so that you can use that tail to create the finger strap. Otherwise, we're going to start with a magic circle. I do have a more detailed tutorial for a magic circle on my channel, but we'll go over it briefly here. You're going to start by wrapping around, and then you're going to insert your hook and pull through, but don't pull that tight. So it's just like you would for your normal slip stitch. To join the yarn to your hook, you wrap around, insert your hook, and pull up a loop. And then instead of pulling tight, you're just gonna hold on there and start your chains. You're then going to crochet 8 double crochets into that loop. I don't count my first 2 chains as my first double crochet for this round or for any of the rounds in this project. Here's 7 and 8. Good. Then you're going to pull that tail tight, and you're going to join to the top of that first double crochet with a slip stitch. Good. You're then going to chain 2 and do 2 double crochets into that same stitch. Oops. There we go. And you're going to do 2 double crochets in each stitch around. So there's your first 2. Here's 3 and 4 in the next stitch. Then 5 and 6. Then, 7 and 8. Then 9 and 10. Then 11 and 12. 13 and 14. Then 15 and 16. There we go. It will look like there's one more stitch there, but that's really just the slip stitch from the previous round. If you do crochet into it, it's not really a big deal. All right, then for the next round, we're going to do our increase in every other stitch. So we're going to start with our chain 2. And then you're going to do a double crochet into the first stitch and do 2 into the next stitch. So there's 3. You'll do 1 in the next and 2 in the following. There's 6 double crochets so far for the round. You're going to do 1 in the next and 2 in the following. Which puts us at 9. Then again, 1 in the next. And then 2 in the next. Which is going to take us to 12. And 1 in the next. And 2 in the following. And that will give us 15 in this round, or so far. And then 1 in the next. 2 in the next. And we now have 18 double crochets in this round. 1 in the next. And 2 in the following, which will put us at 21 double crochets. Then we'll do 1 in the next and 2 in the last one. And you'll have a total of 24 double crochets for this third round. You're then going to join to the top of that first stitch with a slip stitch. Good. And if you are doing the smaller size, this is the point where you would actually go ahead and finish off just by cutting and pulling through. For the next round, if you're going to do the larger size, you're going to go ahead and start by chaining 2, 1, 2. You're then going to do a double crochet in that first round, a double crochet, in the first stitch, a double crochet in the next stitch, and you're going to increase in the third stitch. Good. And you're going to repeat that all the way around, with increasing in every third stitch, or doing 2 double crochets in every third stitch all the way around. So you've got 4 now. This is going to be 5. There's 6. Now you're going to do 2 in this one. There's 7 and 8. Good. Then you're going to do 1, then 1, then 2 double crochets in the next one. And you now have 12. You're then going to keep going with 1 double crochet in the next stitch, 1 in the following, and 2 in the stitch after that. Good. And you'll keep repeating that pattern around. So 1, and then 1 double crochet in the next, and then 2 in the following one. And you'll see that even if yours was kind of curving up, it will start to lay flat as you go further out in the rounds. That's pretty normal. If it continues to curve really severely, then I would recommend hooking up or trying to ease your tension a little bit. So again, we just did 1 double crochet in one, 1 in the next, and now we're going to do 2 in the third. And we'll repeat that 1 double crochet in the next stitch, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and 2 in the third. One more time, we're going to go ahead and do 1 double crochet and 1 double crochet and 2 in the last one. And for this round, that will give you a total of 32 double crochets. You're going to join to the top with a slip stitch. You see mine still kind of curves up a little bit. I tended to crochet a little tight this time around, but I'm not too worried. That'll certainly relax. And we're going to go ahead and finish off by cutting and pulling through. If you don't want to add the finger straps, now you would just weave in your ends and you'll be done. But if you'd like to add on the finger strap, you're going to go back and find that tail, and you're going to want to get that tail position to where you want it to be, which is outside of, I like to do the second round for my larger ones, or inside of the second round for the smaller ones. So you can use your finishing needle, or you can just go ahead and pull through to where you want it to be. And I just pull up a loop and then you're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is for the smaller finger loop or for the smaller size. And you're just going to join that then with a slip stitch straight across. You do want to be careful to make sure that you don't twist it. If you prefer not to leave it as chains, you can go back and chain 1 and then turn around, and you can go ahead and do single crochets back across. But again, that's optional. I'm fine with it just being the chains, but some people would certainly prefer to have the thicker loop. And you just do that all the way across. I didn't leave quite a long enough loop to demonstrate all the way across. And you would just do the same number of single crochets as you do chains for either size of finger loop. Or if your tension is a little bit different, you might need to add a couple just to make sure you get the entire strap covered with single crochets. Good. Now, if you want a larger finger strap, I would actually go ahead and take that, sorry, I gotta pull this out here. I would take my finishing needle, or you can use your hook, but these are so easy to use and they save so much time. And I would go ahead and take it out another round, so you'll just slide that finishing needle right through to where you want to start your finger loop. Good. And then you just pull through. So easy. Good. Then you'll do the same thing. You're just going to insert your hook. Sorry, I always double check to make sure I didn't just slide that through on the other side and that I actually got my tail through the stitches instead of just under all of them. You're going to insert your hook and pull up a loop. Sorry, I'm struggling here. There we go. And you're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you're going to go ahead and again join that with a slip stitch right across to the other side. And I don't really count the stitches, I just kind of eyeball where I'd like it to go. And you again have the option of chaining 1 and going back across with single crochets, or you can simply finish off and using it as a chains. There's your finger strap. If you have any questions about this project or any others, go ahead and leave your question in the comment section for this video. Thank you and happy crocheting.